For nearly 3 months, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain and Egypt have imposed a blockade on Qatar. In a report released on Sunday, the Belgium-based human rights group, the Alliance for Freedom and Dignity, or AFD, says their actions amount to a siege.
A move which we believe and we think it's outside the international legal framework. And it has also had an impact, a negative impact on human rights of the Qatari citizens and residents.
A delegation of lawyers, academics, doctors and journalists interviewed more than 50 people to assess the human impact of the crisis. Their report describes families being split up because the parents are of different nationalities. International students are having to abandon courses. Patients are unable to complete medical treatment which they've started in neighbouring countries. Business people can't get income from assets they hold in those countries imposing the blockade, and Qatari companies are unable to pay their employees there. Overall, says the report,
Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain and Egypt grossly and often irreparably infringe a series of fundamental rights of a very large number of people living in the region.
The researchers came here to Qatar to interview people for their report, and they wanted to go to Bahrain, the UAE and Saudi Arabia too. But so far, they say, government officials in those countries have not replied to their request to visit. That's something, the researchers say, they regret. AFD International also condemned the demand that Qatar close down the Al Jazeera media network. That, it says, is a
blatant violation of the fundamental right of freedom of expression and freedom of opinion enshrined in Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
On Sunday, the United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres met the Emir of Kuwait. Kuwait is trying to organise talks between Qatar and the countries blockading it to resolve the crisis.
UN policy is very simple, is to support Kuwaiti mediation.
Russia's foreign minister is also in the Gulf region, in part to hold talks on the Qatar crisis. He is expected in Doha on Wednesday. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Doha.